And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, what up out there, everybody? What is going on? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Episode is number 116 / the Christmas Special for 2023, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas out there to everybody. I mean, I guess people that are watching on YouTube, Merry Christmas to you. On Tuesday, Christmas has already passed. Or it was yesterday, apparently, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple.
That's right. Audio drops Tuesday, but we are live on YouTube as always. And we are wearing our Christmas sweaters. If you're watching us out there, we appreciate it.
We're in the spirit.
We're in the spirit around here, as Leaf says, because, it's December 23rd. So we're just a couple days away from Christmas. Everybody out there is either getting ready or traveling, doing whatever you get with your families, wherever you do your Christmas stuff. I know a lot of people go out of town or have a lot of people coming in, and you're probably, A, either really happy to see everybody, or B, completely fucking miserable because you have to be with your family for a few days.
Probably having a few of these like we are tonight, having to kind of drown out the old family noise over there.
Yes, and that is true because, like I said, it is a Saturday, so we're going to do some drinking today.
Yeah, we are pounding beers.
I know that shocks everyone out there.
Yeah, no. Y'all didn't see that coming, did you? So, yeah, man. So, Papa Top with us.
Absolutely.
We'll get into this Christmas special, and you know how we do it.
Damn, that's right. We appreciate everybody that's in chat, hanging out with us. We love you. Superfish, Izzy, Billy.
Hey, yeah.
What up? It's nice to see all of you guys out there. And if on audio you're like, what's he talking about? Well, you should be on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's where we hang out with you guys in the chat sometimes. And, you got to come over to this party.
That's right.
For that. So
that's right.
You want to be a part of that. And hit that subscribe button while you're there and the like button.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is episode number 116, like I mentioned before. And like everybody out there, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas. We're going to jump into a lot of stuff that we love chatting about for this episode, and go from there and continue to pound a lot of beers. Yes. Okay. First things first, Leaf. We've been talking about this for quite a while. For quite a while out there. We were waiting on this news. We were wondering what was going to happen. We finally got a completion on this whole saga this past week. And I'm talking about Mr. Jonathan Majors. His trial was over. The verdict was laid down on him this past week. Found guilty of reckless assault and harassment. And we were wondering what was his outcome going to be because, as you had mentioned to me before, a couple things that he was already a part of already got like canceled or dropped.
Yeah, as soon as the trial was announced, Disney dropped one of his movies that is completely done. It was ready to be released. I think it was going to be released like either this holiday season or maybe early next year.
Right.
It was called Magazine Dreams. It's some bodybuilder movie, actually, which I was looking forward to watching.
Yeah.
And but they dropped it off their schedule altogether. And this was before he was even found guilty. This was like when the trial was actually announced. And like we talked about before that, he was already dropped by his management team.
Yeah.
When even the accusations came up, he was dropped by his publicist, all those people. So he was already on trending downward in his career.
And when we went over that for the first time after they were dropping him left and right, we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He hasn't even gone to trial yet. It's like, he could be innocent of this stuff? You got to wait till all the evidence comes out.
It could be like the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. It could all be just hearsay.
Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, we need to see the fucking evidence first.
Yeah.
And
so,
but like we said before, it's today's age, man. It's you're guilty before innocent until you're proven innocent nowadays. Right. So it's that, and that sucks, man. It sucks for somebody like him.
But having said all that, we were waiting on this because he was the next major Marvel villain,
right?
And so we finally got what his, like I said, he was guilty of reckless assault and harassment. So we were like, oh God, what? Like he's finished.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just an hour or two after that I saw the guilty verdict. Marvel fired him. He's out of there. He's probably not going to have much of a career now. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, or it's going to take a while to rebuild that reputation. But for right now, I wouldn't expect to see him in anything coming out anytime soon. Now,
I will say I saw the security video of what was released or whatever, and all you see is him running away from this person.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't jump into the trial and look at any other evidence, so I'm not going to say either way. But he was found guilty, so he's guilty. But at least he went through the whole process. Now we can say, okay, he was guilty.
Right.
So Disney, like I said, fired him. This is obviously causing us to be like, well, what's going to happen now with them? Because the next Avengers was literally called the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, the next whole phase was based on that character and the villain. You know, he was like the next big villain. Like, you know, you had your Thanos and everything before that. Now he was the next one. And they actually started that process.
Yeah, they did.
And then now they are scratching the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Or rewriting the whole thing, or they?
Well, like I said, the next Avengers movie was called the Kang Dynasty. They've already came out and announced it. Now it's just called Avengers 5.
Yeah.
They're like, we scrapped the Kang's title. So seems like they're going to shift in a different direction somehow, some way. I don't know why. We were talking about this just hanging out one day. We were like, why don't they just recast the character?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Jonathan Majors was really good at it. Like, you can get somebody else.
Because I would imagine they have a whole fucking plan for this Kang thing.
Of course.
Obviously, because they're starting to make these movies.
Yeah.
They've already started, basically. He was in the Ant-Man and Quantumanium or whatever it was.
And he was in Loki.
And he was in Loki season 2.
So I don't get why
it wouldn't be that. I mean, characters get recasted all the time.
They've done it.
Yeah.
Marvel's already done it.
Yeah. They did it with...
They did it with War Machine.
Yeah, yeah. What was his fucking name?
Oh, yeah. Him and
Robert Downey Jr.
Did not really like each other. And
yeah. So
I know, but they recasted that as Don Cheadle, and he's great.
Yeah. And
they recasted Hulk. They had Edward Norton in there.
There's been 8 different Hulks, I think.
Yeah.
So many of them.
There's been a lot. But I was like, just recast the guy, man. And keep the Kang storyline, because I was looking forward to that, actually.
Yeah, me too, man. So I don't know what the direction is now, but Jonathan Majors will not be a part of it. We know that for sure.
Yeah, he is completely out. And yes, we've said that. We've mentioned that before. The whole Disney thing and Marvel's gone completely downhill. And this just, to me, makes me feel like even more nervous for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they had a great villain lined up to maybe bring it back.
Yeah.
And now they're like, we're going to go in a different direction or whatever. And I'm like, oh, God, help us all.
Right.
Because, like I said, I would have just recast him. We got to get somebody else back in here to just take this role and go forward with it, because it's going to be such a huge thing. It's going to be awesome. So now, I don't know, man, but it does suck for Jonathan Majors. But, man, found guilty, so... Like I said, I didn't dive into the trial, bro. I'm not going to go and speculate on any of that. He's guilty is all I know. So
right, yep. Yeah, I didn't watch any of it or read up on any of it. I mean, he was found guilty. I'll probably do some research on it and see what happened, because, like you said, we saw that one piece of video that came out that was just security cameras out on the street, and all it showed was him running away from the girl, because it looks like she was coming after him for some reason.
Yeah.
But apparently everything happened inside the car that was really damning against him. So, So I don't know how they got that to that. Like I said, I haven't read it or saw any sort of video or anything. I don't even know if they have video evidence or
No, I have no clue. Like I said, I have to dive into it or whatever. But
this wasn't obviously as big as the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, because that was every minute of that was on YouTube.
Every second of that trial was out there.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was people watch that daily.
Yeah,
and we talked about it
every week. Yeah,
because it seemed like every week something crazy would come out of the trial. Like, Jesus Christ,
dude, that was great content for us.
Yeah,
for 6, 7, however long it was.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah,
but yeah, so bad break for him. But not surprising though. After guilty, fired immediately by Disney and Marvel, so he's no longer a part of it. And like you said, if he does get his career back, he's gonna have a while to build that back.
He's gonna have some work to do. Yeah,
yeah.
So
there you go. Let's see. The other thing I saw, dude, and we've talked to a couple movies that are coming up and looking forward to. I guess I won't say I am looking forward to it. We did talk about, like, back in the day, Amazon announced that they were going to do a remake of Roadhouse.
Right. Yeah.
And we were like, you can't fucking touch Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, like with the White Man Can't Jump and everything. And it was like, there's some movies you don't need to fucking fuck with. Like, White Man Can't Jump is perfect the way it is. You don't have to remake that one.
Yeah,
they did, and I never saw it, and I'm not gonna see it.
No, hell no. There's no reason for me to watch that movie ever.
No, and
I might watch this one though.
Yeah, this one, it might be the same way. But I like Jake Gyllenhaal though, so I'd like to see. Conor McGregor's in there, and I'm not a huge fan of that dude.
Conor McGregor, Jake Gyllenhaal, the two main guys.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, they filmed it and everything. We finally got a release date, dude. March 21st, 2024. This movie will come out on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Patrick Swayze holds a special place in my heart and a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he is.
And the first Roadhouse is so good, bro. You had Patrick Swayze and fucking Sam Elliott, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just so good.
It was. So it's a movie that was that good. Like I said, and the same thing with the White Man Can't Jump. You sit here and think, you're like, man, you shouldn't touch those kind of classics like that. But I don't know, man. We'll see.
I'll watch it because it's on Amazon, and you have Amazon Prime. You'll probably be able to see it. Unless they charge for it. I don't think they would, but who knows? We'll see. But I don't care how good it is or what it is. It's not going to beat the first one.
No, it won't.
Dude, we grew up with
that might be like one of those Sunday afternoon hungover as fuck after something, and then I'll throw it on there.
I got no faith in Conor McGregor as a fucking actor, dude.
I don't either.
He's never done anything like that, right?
Not that I know of, no.
I mean, I like him. I think he's a good dude and pretty cool. I follow him on Instagram. He's a really positive person.
I don't know much about him. I've never really liked him. Just his like UFC persona I never liked.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I get it. He was one of the best, at the time when he was fighting really well. But
early on,
being cocky like that is fine if you can back it up. But then he started getting his ass beat and he still talks shit. So I was like, all right, man, maybe
it was a thing, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
Their goal is to sell as many pay-per-views, bro, and So, but as far as acting goes, like I can't be like, yeah, Conor McGregor's going to knock this out of the park.
Yeah, I don't.
Now Jake Gyllenhaal, of course he will.
Oh yeah, he's got a long track record of that. So,
so we'll see. We'll see what's in store there. But I just wanted to mention that we did get a release date.
Okay.
So there you go. March 21st, everybody.
There it is, man. Right in time for my birthday, bro.
Yeah, right in time.
I won't go see it in theaters, though, probably.
I don't think it's coming to theaters.
Oh, it's just... Oh, yeah, you said Amazon.
It's just going to go to Amazon, yeah.
All right.
And then one of the other movies that we both really, really, really enjoyed was the video game movie Uncharted.
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland. Was really good. I think we both took our kids to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, Mark Wahlberg confirmed that the sequel to Uncharted is currently in development. So they're currently, I think, finishing the script.
Right.
And
I think that was a sequel that got fucked by the whole COVID thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Got pushed back, yeah.
But he did confirm that it is moving forward in development. So we will get a second Uncharted.
That's good. Yeah, because there was an end credit scene.
Yeah. That
pretty much set up for a sequel, so I kind of figured one was coming, but yeah, it took them a while to get it started. It looks like.
That's right. It did. It I think you're right. I think the COVID kind of delayed
either that or maybe it was the strike stuff. I don't know.
Well, and that too.
Yeah.
I mean that everything kind of did. That's why some of these are so spaced apart now.
Right.
Is because not only they shut down for the COVID year, and then the strike happened, and that lasted for a long time. But we'll get a second one eventually. Mark Wahlberg is like 50 something now, so he's getting up there, bro.
Dude, he's been like last episode we talked about Nicolas Cage saying he's just about done. Like Mark Wahlberg's kind of been in interviews saying like, might be coming close to me to stop doing this shit too. So I was like,
I mean, he's like I said, bro. He I mean, obviously he looks great.
He takes care of himself all the time. And,
every time he wakes up at 3 a.m. to go work out, I'm like, this guy's insane.
But he has his hands in all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like I think he has his own like gym thing, like gyms across and he does his own workout routine thing, and so he's got he's hands that are in a lot of pockets. Bro.
Man, I don't understand, bro. Like I saw like a thing or his daily routine. I'm like, there's no way this is real, right?
Yeah, I've seen it too. Yeah,
it was like 5 p.m. bedtime. I was like, what the fuck goes to bed at 5
because he like wakes up at 1 and he's like first workout, and you're like first workout,
and he's like snack breakfast. I'm like, God damn, it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, and then. Yeah, it's like, and it's all fucking day.
Yeah, and
dude.
he's like, second workout, third workout. I'm like, this guy's insane, dude.
Guys are crazy, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people have that chip in them, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Where they love it. And that's all. It's all good.
No, I mean, more power to you. Obviously, he's going to live a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unless something catastrophic happens. Like, see, this is why you got to live like us. Just drink a lot, because that could happen.
Yeah, because you're going to get hit by a bus one day.
Fuck. That would be awful.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it though, man.
Yeah,
the first one was great.
Yeah, it was. It was funny and it had a lot of action in it too.
Absolutely, and I mean Tom Holland's so good.
Yeah, he is.
So we love Tom A. Unless he makes you cry.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Which he's really good at doing.
Yeah, fuck that guy in Spider-Man, bro. Change the actor. I'm tired of.
I think he's staying on for another trilogy.
He should, dude, because he's good.
Yeah.
But I just know I'm going to cry when I go see it.
I know, man.
Somehow. Everybody that he knows is already dead, so I don't know who else they're going to kill off to make
They'll make something happen, bro.
Yeah.
They'll be like, she's dead too. And I'll be like, oh.
Like his fat friend or whatever. Like,
yeah.
He's going to be like, and then I'm going to be like, God damn, where's the tissues?
MJ.
Yeah.
Somehow. And I'll be like, what the hell's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
But anyway, I was looking forward to that. All right. I know you had something as well over there, right? Some movie-related thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just saying that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is in theaters now, and it's apparently awful. Doesn't look like it's going to do much.
Wow, what a shock.
But this is the last one in this whole DC EU, which started with like whatever.
That was like this early Superman's, right?
Yeah, the Man of Steel stuff. Yeah. Right. And so now that James Gunn has taken over, they're getting rid of like we said, Henry Cavill's not coming back. Ben Affleck's not coming back as Batman. Gal Gadot's not coming back as Wonder Woman. So it's a whole new direction now that James Gunn took over. They're going in a whole new direction for DC, which we said needed to happen, I think. Now, them getting rid of some of like we didn't like Henry Cavill getting replaced because we thought he was a good Superman.
I can't think of a person that's better suited for that role.
Right. And also, I did see that the Robert Pattinson Batmans, Matt Reeves Batmans are not going to be a part of this new James Gunn thing.
Yeah, well, that's good. They shouldn't be.
It's going to be another universe,
of course,
a parallel.
Try to keep up, guys, because we try to as well.
Yeah, and sometimes I get lost, but
absolutely.
But so this, Aquaman, this sequel to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the last one in that shitty ass DC universe they tried to do.
Thank God.
Yeah, and so. The first movie that James Gunn is going to come out with, it hadn't even started filming yet, so we're not going to see this for probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Is that Superman Legacy is what it's called.
That he's writing and directing,
and directing, yeah. And I think we talked about this a few episodes back. I don't know which one. 106.
There you go.
And they have them cast, like the Superman's cast and Lois Lane's cast, but they haven't started production on it yet.
And the cast, I can't remember the names because they weren't really well known.
Right. They were some kind of newcomers.
Yeah.
Basically.
They're young, though. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I thought this wasn't an origin story, and here we go again.
Yeah, he still says it's not. So I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. But all right, James.
All right. We'll see.
Okay,
but
James.
At least this is going to get wiped off the face of the earth. Hopefully Momoa. I love Jason Momoa. Just watching him as a person, he looks cool as shit.
Yeah. And
he's not a bad actor. I mean, he's just not. We both said this. We don't think Aquaman was the right role for that guy.
I don't think so, man. I thought he did decent, but the first Aquaman movie was bad.
Yeah, it was not good. And this one's probably not going to be. I'm not watching this one. So
absolutely not. I have no interest to go to theaters to see it.
Right.
I didn't even see the first one in theaters, dude. I streamed it and I fell asleep because it's so goddamn long. And Amber Heard's still in this one. Whenever, because they haven't shown her in the previews at all, because all the shit. But she's still in it, like 20 minutes or so of the movie. She's in the movie.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people are like, well, I'm not going to go see it just because of that.
Right.
So this movie's not going to make any money, bro.
Right.
And apparently it's awful, which I'm not surprised.
I think it's already kicked off, and people are like, yeah, this thing ain't going to come close to any. It's going to probably be the worst DC, as far as box office goes, DC movie.
Yeah. Look, dude, I've literally only seen a couple of DC films that I was like, that was good. Actually, the first Wonder Woman was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
With Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was like, man, they did
that was a perfect casting too, man.
It was, dude. Yeah. She's so good as that role. So her not being back as that, kind of like, that's a bad call. That one was really good. And then it's hard for me to find another one. I mean, I did like The Flash, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought The Flash was a good movie, man.
I thought it was great.
And we've always said that what's his name that plays the Flash?
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller was a perfect casting.
Yeah, he was.
He's just crazy.
Yeah.
And really screwed himself over, but it seems like he's doing better now, even though like at the premiere he was still really weird. Mm-hmm. But that's just how he is. He's not coming back. Right. He's done.
Yep.
Which I would be like, if I'm the studio or whatever, just them getting that movie out seemed like it took way. They had a lot of hurdles because he kept fucking it up. And really, and it got to the point where they were like questioning even releasing the thing. Mm-hmm. And thank God they did, because I liked it.
Then he went away and he was quiet for a long time.
It's probably because they were like, dude, go away, or we're not releasing this fucking movie.
Yeah. And I know he went to he got help. He got some mental help. Mm-hmm. He went, I don't know what. I remember us talking about this. I don't know.
Well, he needed it. Yeah.
And we haven't heard any negative shit about him in a while. And then the movie came out still, and nobody went to go see it, which was weird.
Yeah, we thought after seeing the previews, that was last year, like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We thought after seeing that preview, we were like, this is going to be one of the biggest comic book movies ever.
Yeah.
Because they brought back Michael Keaton.
Right.
And just the way that it looked, dude, I'm like, this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And it really shocked me that it didn't really make any money. I was like, wow.
Right. So anyway, yeah, that's it. So if you were a big fan of that DCEU, this is the last movie you're going to get to see. And then James Gunn is taking over, and it's going to go in a whole different direction, which I'm kind of looking forward to.
Well, we'll see what he does.
Don't know what's going to happen. But
we'll see what he does, bro. I mean, he's got some good movies under his belt, but it's a lot of pressure trying to bring those characters. And a brand recasting of Superman, the character, which, a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people were for the originals, of course. Yeah. But things move on. Those characters are always going to live on forever, well after we're gone.
Yeah.
So, but I agree. I mean, I think that some of the characters that get recast and all that, I'm just like, can't beat. Like we always said, Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
Yeah.
Because he was the first one, and we grew up with him.
Right.
Well, not the first one, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, as far as
big movie,
big box office movie type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Adam West. You were the first.
He was.
So, all right. Well, see you later, DCU. Down the road, kill it with fire. It's the wrong one. There it is. Kill it with fire.
Shoot in the face.
Yeah, kill it. DCU, line up, bro. Firing squad. You're out of here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Gotta say, bro, as well, a couple music things. I want to ask you this question.
All right.
And everybody out there that listens to us. Are you a big fan of Kiss, or were you ever? Or just a fan, not a big fan?
I mean, not a big fan. But
you do like some of the songs?
Yeah, I do like some of the songs. They got some songs. As far as their overall catalog, probably not very good. But they were very smart with what they did and how they approached their marketing and everything. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Anything that has a Kiss on it, you have to buy it. And that's how they make their money.
Yeah.
And their shows were big. It's a lot of pyrotechnics. It's a big stage thing. They weren't great musicians. They weren't great singers, but they put on a show. So
I will say, So I watched the Rush documentary one time.
Yeah.
Seen it a few times anyways. Early on, Rush toured with Kiss. Real early in the 70s and the 80s and whatever.
Yeah.
70s, I think. And Geddy Lee, the bass player for Rush, lead singer, bass player, said, like, say what you want about Kiss, but they worked their asses off.
Right.
So they did work hard, at least, to get to this point.
I did think that they got shafted because it took so long to get them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just because of how big of a band they were. They should have been in a lot earlier.
For sure.
But
we could say that about a lot
off
of
their
bands.
musics alone, it's probably warranted that they didn't get in. But just as a band, they should have been in there way earlier.
Yeah.
Just the way they did things, and like I said, how they marketed themselves and how they presented themselves. And I mean, that's how they got so massive, is because the way they approached the band, like the whole music business, like they did.
100%.
And I mean, their songs were okay. They had some bangers, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
There's some banger Kiss songs.
Yeah, there is. But I mean, for as many albums as they have, you think they'd have more hits, and they don't.
Yeah,
so.
true. Yeah, I mean, you're good at marketing whenever you're able to sell a bag that says air guitar strings.
Yeah.
Whenever the bag is literally.
I mean,
empty.
people get buried in coffins with
That's true.
their faces on it. And
That's
their name all
true,
over
bro.
it.
Dimebag
pretty
Darrell's
rough.
buried in a Kiss
Yeah.
coffin.
Yeah, he was a massive Kiss fan.
So was Vinnie Paul.
Yeah.
Both of them were. So, and I know there's a lot of bands that we listen to that were influenced by Kiss.
Yeah.
So, say what you want about them. They busted their ass. Well, they're done as a band, by the way. They wrapped up their final show.
Yeah, they're all in
We'll
their,
see.
like mid-70s or something now. Like,
We'll see.
yeah. Yeah, of course.
We'll see.
They've said this for 20 years.
And they promised that this was literally the last one.
Yeah, they've said that for 20 years.
I know. I'm just saying.
They're like, Kiss reunion tour.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, guys.
Just saying, they promised this is it.
Okay.
We'll see.
I mean, they are up there. And like Paul Stanley, I saw him a picture on Instagram. He was in some bed with an IV attached to him. Like, he almost looked like he was going to die. He's like, couldn't make the show tonight, guys. I was like, just fucking stop, bro.
He had the flu or something.
There's no way you need more money.
Yeah. Well, during this whole thing where they were wrapping up their career,
Yeah.
saying that this is the end, they were saying, like, even though we're done playing, the Kiss band, the Kiss, everything is going to live on forever.
Yes.
Because it's not our band, it's the fans' band. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they announced that they will have a tour or show or something like that, but it's going to be Kiss avatars.
So, kind of like what the Gorillas used to do, right?
Yeah, something like that, even though that guy was on stage.
Well, yeah, they were like behind a screen.
Behind a screen.
They were playing live, but they were behind a screen and everything was animated.
I don't think
Is
they're
that what-
going. No, I don't think they're going to be there or playing at all.
Right. No, I'm just saying it's going to be something to
Kinda
like
like
a
that.
hologram, like, you know.
So the avatars were created by Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, which they've done a ton of stuff for like Star Wars and stuff
Right,
like that.
yeah.
So a really big company. And Gene Simmons said that about $200 million is being invested into this Kiss Avatar show.
Jesus.
So a ton of money is going into this now. Gene Simmons also says this is going to be the best concert you've ever seen. And I'm like, it's not a concert because you're not playing.
Yeah, I mean, so is it going to be just Kiss music playing, or is
Yes.
it going to be somebody?
So the video that came out, Kiss was like in a room or whatever with wearing the shit. They were playing wearing the motion capture shit, and they were playing their songs or whatever. It's something like that. So they're going to use that motion capture with their avatars.
But it's going to be like the recordings, like off the record. It's
I
not
don't-
going to be somebody playing it live.
I don't know about that.
Like a tribute.
I had
band in the
I was going
background.
to say, are they going to play it off of like live recordings,
Right.
or are they going to just be like the album version where you're like,
Yeah.
that's the album?
Because Kiss does have a ton of live records.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
lip sync to that, I guess, or avatar to that.
Now, Kiss is, because of this, they will become the first American band. This is an American band. I don't know if anybody else around the country has done this, but the first American band to go fully virtual and stage its own avatar show.
I don't see that. I mean, some people are going to do that, but I'm not buying a ticket to when the band's not there.
Now, when this was announced or whatever, I went to the comments because I'm like, God damn, I want to know if like any of the band the fans are commenting on
Like
this, Kiss fans.
diehards, yeah.
And there was a few.
Yeah.
And most of them were like, I'm a diehard Kiss fan, but like, make this go away, please.
Yeah.
Nobody was really excited.
Nobody was like super pumped.
No.
Because who knows how much tickets are going to be for this fucking thing?
And like, wouldn't you just, what are they going to do? Like, go to city and be like, tonight only. Yeah, I'm like, nah, just like, what? Like, I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, but according to Gene Simmons, this will be the greatest concert we've ever seen. And,
like the first show you said was like in 2027, I guess?
yeah, and that's the other thing. They announced this, and then like a couple days later or whenever, they announced, like, by the way, the first show is in 2027. So it's like, Jesus Christ, man.
They like announced the location or
No,
okay.
no. It
But
just
they're just saying
says
that's what we're shooting for, I guess.
2027.
God, man, everybody's gonna be like, we don't give a fuck about this by that point. I would
The
imagine.
band had a caption on the video clip that said, 50 years is a long time, and what the future holds is in the making.
Okay.
And 2027. That's what it said. So
That's weird, man. I mean,
first of all, that's 3 years away. Holy shit.
yeah.
So
You'd have to be the biggest Kiss fan to go want to see this, I think.
oh, there'll be plenty.
Yeah, there will. be.
There'll be plenty because, like you said, they are massive,
Yeah.
and there's a ton of the Kiss Army, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know, man. A few of the songs I do like, but Gene Simmons always kind of annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah.
But if I was in his position, maybe I'd act the same way because
Right.
he's so rich and can do what he
Yeah,
wants.
he does not give a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I've never like, they've come through town a lot. I've never had the itch to go, like, I gotta go.
Yeah, me neither, man.
So-
And I'm not saying they're fucking like a terrible band. They're good. But I mean, I just never was like hardcore Kiss fan. You know what I mean?
Me neither. I had an uncle that was. He probably would shit all over this idea. He'd be
Yeah.
like, this is stupid, bro.
My buddy Paul, you know, the bass player guy. That's
Yeah.
he. I don't know if he is now. I think he still is, but he was a pretty big Kiss fan.
Yeah, our buddy Taylor Dennis, who was on as a guest in episode 50, I'll never forget that episode number. just
Nobody
because
will apparently.
This guy was gone. Like, no, gone as in wasted.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a big Kiss fan.
yeah.
So, whatever. It is to each their own. I'm not going to shit on anybody that likes the band. Like I said, there's songs that will come on. I'll fucking play them. I won't skip them.
Yeah, like Detroit Rock City is a good song.
Also a good movie. I was about to
Love
bring that up.
Gun is good. Yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah,
Detroit Rock City, the movie about Kiss and those guys going to that Kiss concert is perfect, bro.
yeah, it was a great movie.
So funny, dude.
Yeah,
Detroit Rock City, Love Gun
Gun is good.
Lick It Up, bro.
Lick It Up's not bad.
I like Lick It Up.
Beth
actually.
is one of the best probably rock ballads out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good song.
True. So, well, I guess we'll talk about this in 2027, guys. God willing, we're still here doing this.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not dead.
Yeah.
I could be.
Really, yeah, same here. Any of us could be. Shit, that's 3 years away.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen? So, there you go, man. Guess we'll find out. And the other thing I wanted to mention real quick, kind of a quick little RIP segment, bro. News this past week. Torben Ulrich passed away. If you're like, who's that? That is the father of Lars Ulrich, Metallica's drummer. If you didn't know, kind of a big fan, guys. Kind of a big fan. So, but Torben was also kind of somewhat famous in his own right. He was a professional tennis player and a musician as well. And 95, bro, years old. He made it a long time. And he's been kind of basically branded as the heavy metal Gandalf.
Yeah.
As he, talked with Lars and all that about their music and stuff like that. So just kind of sad to see him go. But 95, you got to tip your cap on that. That's a long life.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna. Not a lot of people live that long, bro.
Yeah, that's a good run.
Yeah.
So, but R.I.P. man, it's always sad when we hear somebody that we.
R.I.P. I never got to meet Torben. It's a bummer. I thought maybe there was a chance when I went to the festival for Metallica's music festival. I thought maybe there was a chance he would be there, but he wasn't. But that's when I met Cliff Burton's dad. So Ray. But yeah, Torben Ulrich, 95, bro. R.I.P. Lars. Thinking of you. It's always probably tough, but man, you got to be very thankful he made it to 95. That's for damn sure. Okay. Anything else music related or entertainment related on your end?
No, I do not have anything else.
Okay, let's get into sports then. The back half of this episode 116, sports, baby. Our favorite part of the episodes usually. All right. Still kicking off in MLB free agency. Not a ton of stuff. This free agent, dude, by the way, I just want to mention real quick, MLB free agency this year has been boring as fuck.
Yeah, it has not been.
Even though we thought it was going to be major.
Even with the biggest name out there, Ohtani, that was kind of.
It was boring.
It was boring.
Yeah, it took him a while.
Even though
but
one of the most, the biggest unprecedented contract ever. And it's like, have we talked about that? Like,
yeah, we talked about the deal, the deferred money and how stupid it is and how baseball's like allowing that to happen.
It shouldn't happen that way.
No.
I think this is what I was going to say about that part. And even because, look, it allowed them to go out there and spend $325 million on that
that's
Yamamoto or whatever.
That's what I was going to mention as well, because of the Dodgers did sign the other pitcher from Japan, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I'm so good at saying that name. I just want to throw that out there.
That was fucking perfect, bro.
Yes, 12 years, $325 million.
Yeah.
The most guaranteed money for a pitcher in history. Guy hasn't thrown one pitch in the league.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. This is bad for baseball.
And for the Dodgers to be able to do that after signing Ohtani for $700 million, and the way they structured his contract is bullshit.
Exactly.
And I think the players union needs to put in a thing saying you need to pay a percentage of your player's contract during the years he's on the fucking team, because they're going to be paying the most of that contract when he's not playing on their team or when the contract's over.
$680 million of it.
Yeah.
After he's already gone.
He's only making $2 million a year for 10 years, guys.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit. Like,
it is.
Because now you can stack your team. I mean, I guess any team can do this now.
Yeah. But, like, I think it's stupid.
I think that's a pussy way to do it.
Yeah. I just don't think it's a very smart way to do it, because then you're still paying for a guy that's not even on your team. How can you field a team now if you're still paying this guy $68 million?
You're not going to be able to field a team in 10 years when you have a guy on your team who's not going to be on your team.
Yeah.
And you're paying him $68 million to sit at home or play somewhere else. I don't know. He'll be like 39 at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So I don't like the whole. First of all, the Dodgers, bro. I know we talked about Yamamoto, bro. We were like, this guy's going to get so much money because of the market.
Yeah.
And how it is. The dude is getting the most guaranteed money ever for a pitcher and hasn't thrown a pitch in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Now, I get the Japan League's up there, too. It's not a bad league. It's better than probably any like AAA or AA.
Yeah.
But still, the Major Leagues is totally different. And to give a guy 12 years, and now he does have some, we're finding out some of the details of the contract right now as we speak. He's got an opt-out like after 6 years, and then another opt-out after like 8 or 9 years, something like that.
Okay.
So he can opt out if he wants to. But 12 years, $325 million. You're giving this guy $325 million. It's like $28 million a year or something like that. If my math is wrong, I don't care. But he hasn't thrown a pitch yet in the league. I can't wrap my head around it, dude.
Yeah.
When we signed Yu Darvish from that same Japan league and we gave him $60 million, I thought that was too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, this guy hasn't even pitched yet.
Right.
$60 million?
Yeah, it was like 6 years.
Yeah, something like that. And now I'm like, well, what the hell is going on now, bro? The Dodgers are fucking ruining baseball is what's going on.
Yeah.
And this sucks because, like, we wanted our pitcher back, Jordan Montgomery. Kiss that goodbye, guys.
Yeah, we're not paying that
This
guy.
market is absolutely out of control, dude.
Yeah.
This is bad for baseball. Bad for baseball. And you'll have people out there be like, the Yankees and the Dodgers, when they're good, the baseball's great. And I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. We're not in the big market like that, but we just won the World Series. And just look at the NFL, guys. They haven't figured out with the salary cap.
Yeah.
That's why the shit's so even most of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I was going to ask you, too. You think it's time for baseball to have one.
Yes. It's beyond time, bro.
Yeah.
It's been time. I don't know if that'll ever happen because the players' union and the league, who knows? But the league needs to step in and do something, dude. Because this is out of control now, and these contracts are absolutely just fucking ridiculous, bro. That somebody got $700 million this year, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's the best player in baseball in the world. That's great, but $700 million, nobody's worth that, dude.
No.
God damn. And you should definitely not be able to defer payments like that.
Yeah, no, that was insane. When I saw that, I was like, oh, he's getting $2 million for 10 years, the time that he's going to be playing with them. How the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how could that be approved by the league or anything?
$46 million a year against the tax on the team, because there is a tax, and if a team goes over the tax, then they pay like 30% or something like that.
Yeah.
So if there is a little bit of a thing, but it's still it's not a salary cap. Those big teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, they don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no.
They're like, we'll pay that extra fucking money. Who cares?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, they have that's how much money these guys have.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's right that like you mentioned, just being able to do that, which allowed them to sign Yamamata, who's 25 years old. He's coming up as like so much hype around the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to have Tommy John right away, and I'll laugh.
Oh, yeah.
But this makes me, as a fan of baseball, though, this and not the Dodgers, this makes me want the Dodgers to fail so bad.
Well, we've seen it before.
They have.
With the Mets. The Mets signed all those guys, and obviously, look what happened to them.
Yeah,
they're in shambles now.
They're still paying those guys that aren't even playing for them.
So I'm hoping that happens with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I really am. And before that, though, I didn't give a fuck about the Dodgers. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
They have Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Ohtani now, Yamamata. All those guys' contracts, so much money, dude.
Yeah.
Over $1 billion just for two guys, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Dude, we thought fucking half a billion for Simeon and Seager a couple years ago. We were like, this is fucking stupid.
It's like, that's a ton of money for two guys.
Now we're happy as hell about it. But
now I don't give a fuck now.
Yeah.
it paid off.
Yeah, already.
And we're still got 8 years.
But I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like the way the baseball is going, dude. I really don't.
It's pretty insane. The way contracts are now and the way that they're heading. Because now, it's only going to get worse from here on out.
Yeah, exactly. It's at what point do you say stop? Like, is somebody going to get $1 billion one day?
Yeah.
We're damn close already.
It's going to come to, like, you're going to see guys that have, like, a 6 career ERAs making fucking $19 million a year for some fucking reason.
Might as well be close. I mean, fucking, they gave Perez $19 million. His career year is like 4.5.
Yeah, so...
By the way, Martin Perez did sign with the Pittsburgh Pirates for 1 year, $8 million. I text Leaf and I'm like, yo, I would have taken our last episode. I said that I was like, hey, I think they should get Perez back for cheap.
Yeah,
1 year's $8 million with Pittsburgh, the Pirates. I'm knocking on the door of Chris Young's office and being like, why didn't we sign that guy for 1 year for $8 million?
Yeah, I would have taken Perez back for $8 million.
Mm-hmm. As a depth starter / longman or something. Yeah. Maybe that's why, though. Maybe he was like, I'm still a starter, and be like, Martin, we saw you this year. You were not still a starter, bro.
Yeah. So now the way the market is now, us getting a starting pitcher that is halfway decent is probably not happening. We're probably going into
when they signed Malley.
Yeah,
I thought, fuck, there's no way they're getting Montgomery now.
Yeah,
because that guy's gonna get. Now the market, who fucking knows, dude? He's probably getting over $200 million, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would not pay that guy that much.
Jacob deGrom got $185 million from us last year, and the guy's won 2 Cy Youngs.
Mm-hmm.
None of these guys have Cy Youngs, and they're getting way more than that.
Yeah. Well, like you said, one kid hasn't even pitched yet in the majors.
Not even
325.
Now, he's won like 3 of the Cy Young equivalent to the Cy Young in that Japan league. I don't give a fuck about that. That's Japan. Those guys come here because we're better.
Yeah.
So I don't think Montgomery will get that. That's stupid. If somebody gives him that much, then I'll be like, this fucking baseball shit is stupid.
That would be an insane contract.
I would imagine, though.
That's not going to pay off for him.
Because we said originally 5 years, 125. That fucking line is way back there, bro. We crossed that line. He's getting 140 plus, dude.
Yeah.
Easily. Somebody's going to overpay to get him, and Blake Snell's going to get way more than that.
Yeah, Blake Snell's going to get paid, bro. Now he is. I don't see how he can't with the way the fucking all this shit is.
The Angels are apparently all in trying to get Blake Snell.
Oh, okay.
Which they give out stupid contracts all the time, so he might get $200 million.
Yeah, he may get paid stupid by them.
Yeah. And I mean, I could see him, though. He's won Cy Youngs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. And he stays in California. That's probably a thing, too. Like, I like the West Coast. But I got zero confidence that the Rangers are going to spend money to get Montgomery back.
I still think
it's going to take a lot.
I think probably one of the better free agent signings you can make this year is probably Trevor Bauer, dude.
I don't understand why we haven't.
I think if you sign that guy, he's got something to prove. And he's going to come in here and he's going to pitch his ass off. But
and how much do you think that guy's going to cost? Is it $15, $20 million a year?
Not a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't think. Maybe that at the max.
Right.
15 probably.
Because he's been pitching last year in the Japan League.
Yeah.
And I'll take Trevor Bauer, dude.
Yeah.
All day.
I would take him right now, dude.
All fucking day. And if you're saying like, no, don't bring that guy because he's got problems. No, he doesn't.
Nope.
It was proven that he had the person that he was dating or
the media made you think he had fucking problems. He didn't have a goddamn problem. He didn't have one single problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he wanted to bang a chick. That's what his problem was.
And look, and we've told like, hey, Trevor, just throwing it out there, brother. You got to make sure that love contract's ready to go, bro, when you got money.
Yeah. He's probably got a lot of those written up now.
Yeah, he's probably like my lawyer. He's like, Jesus Christ, print out like 30 of those now.
I mean, he did nothing wrong. And the Dodgers fucking got rid of him because
MLB like suspended him the most.
Just because some girl said he did this, and then his career's fucking over.
MLB suspended that guy the most. I think the longest suspension ever.
Yeah,
and it was wrong. They owe that guy, dude. I would sue the shit out of the Dodgers in Major League Baseball if I was him.
But like I said, he's got a chip on his shoulder now. So you bring him into whatever team he's going to go in. I guarantee he's going to have a pretty badass season.
Dude, I follow him on TikTok, and he'll post like videos of him pitching.
Yeah,
his stuff is still there, bro.
Yeah,
it's nasty.
Yeah, he's still kind of young.
Yeah, I would sign him, dude, for sure. If you can get him cheaper than Montgomery, then I'd take it, dude.
Yeah, easily.
And you probably could.
I mean, what would it hurt, dude? Bring him in for spring. I mean, and he's going to make your team.
Oh, 100%.
So
I don't know what his agents are thinking that he's worth, and maybe they're asking for too much. But if he really wants to pitch in the majors again, then maybe think about like a short-term deal, and then we'll see. I don't know. But I agree with you 100%. I would take him in a heartbeat, dude.
I mean,
if Chris Young's not making the call on that, dude, and doing his due diligence, then you're not doing your job.
Yeah. And you're running out of options, man. Cheap options anyway, because all these other guys like Snell and Montgomery, they're probably going to go for big money. And you probably would have had those guys on this team already if they were in your price range.
I think so.
Because
at this point, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
If Montgomery was going to come back, he would have already signed.
Yeah. If it was about winning for him, he would have been right back on this team.
Yeah, and it's easy for us to say that, but this is his last payday.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So he's definitely going to be like, and his fucking agent's Scott Boras, bro. We know that guy.
Yeah, that guy's a dick.
And he's going to get the most ridiculous contract ever for a guy that you're like, wait a minute, this guy's not worth that.
That's who ruined fucking contracts in sports was Scott Boras. That greedy bastard.
That fucking guy at the winter meetings had his own goddamn background for press conferences, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is a fucking agent.
Yeah, he's massive in the world, bro, in the sports world. Him and like Drew Rosenhaus, those two guys.
Yeah, that guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't, like, at this point, while we're recording right now, because, something could drop any moment.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I would be completely, totally fucking shocked and surprised if Jordan Montgomery re-signs with the Rangers. I would be like, that's a huge shock.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah, I think he would already been on this team if that was going to happen.
Dude, I'm going to say this right now, prediction. Montgomery is going to go to the Boston or the Yankees.
Yeah.
Red Sox or Yankees.
Yeah.
That would be my prediction as I sit here right now on the 23rd.
Yeah. I know he said something about wanting to go back. He could definitely see himself back with the Yankees. They drafted him, by the way.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's probably accurate, yeah.
Even though you just won a World Series with the Texas Rangers, I think I'd be like, you know what? Let's run this shit back, boys.
Yeah.
Fuck my agent.
Yeah, like I said, this team is set up, especially the offensive side of it, is set up to win for years because, I mean, it's locked. The offense side of this team is locked in for a long time. But, yeah, you just need to keep those arms. So, and we lost a few of them this year. So.
Well, and that's the thing, too, with as far as our rotation, all of a sudden it's very thin because we lost Scherzer for half the year. DeGrom's going to come back in July or August, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. And that's a big we'll see. Coming off of second Tommy John, we don't know.
Right.
And then we mentioned we lost Perez, who's gone already. Montgomery gone. And so you have Evaldi, who's not pitched a full season. He gets hurt every year. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. As long as we're in the playoffs, just get that guy healthy for the playoffs. We know what that guy does in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give him the month before the playoffs off.
Exactly.
And then throw him back out
Take
there.
September off, guy.
Yeah. And we still have John Gray, who does visit the IL sometimes is himself. Yeah. And I love John Gray, my brother.
Yeah, he's a good starter, man.
Yeah.
He's a solid starting pitcher. He's a good, like, 3-4 guy.
Every pitcher, it seems like nowadays, goes or misses starts or goes to the IL.
Yeah.
So you need that depth. So that's what that's what we have right now. And so it seems very thin. Like, it seems like you definitely need a starter. And that, like I said, they signed Malley, but he ain't ready till June or July.
Yeah, he's going to start the season off on the IL.
He's coming off Tommy John. We don't know what the hell that guy's going to do.
Yep.
So, and they still have only signed one bullpen guy.
Yeah.
When our bullpen blew 33 games last year, and it's like, hey, we're not done here, right?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Josh Hader's still out there.
Yeah. He's probably not getting the numbers that he wants. He's probably asking for a ton of money too. So I bet he'll be the highest reliever ever.
Probably the way the contracts are.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So whoever pays for him is going to give him a ton of fucking money. So, but yeah, I mean, there still needs a lot of work to do in the pitching staff for this team, and I'm definitely not comfortable going into it like we have it right now.
No.
Going into spring or whenever pitchers and catchers report, I'm not going to be happy if we don't sign somebody.
Somebody's got to be out
two or
there,
three aren't. We need two or more like bullpen
Yeah, they got
guys.
Kirby Jackson, who's a good option out there, but like that can't be the only thing they do for the bullpen.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, you got to have another.
And we
one.
said that. We were like, that's a great sign, but it's got to have more, bro.
Yeah.
They're trusting Leclerc, which I'm totally fine with. He earned a spot.
He did. In the postseason, yeah, I mean, you're going into spring with him as your closer, I think.
I think so.
So,
and you can't say, I was going to say the same thing. He deserves it, bro. Yeah. He pitched big time in the playoffs. Dude. Yeah. Major. And that's the highest pressure pressure situation.
Yeah, in the biggest spots. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves that spot.
Chapman's not going to be back, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, he crumbled on us, bro.
Oh, God.
Like, he started off good when we first got him, and then I don't know what happened to him. He couldn't fucking find the strike zone.
No, he was like, I'm just going to walk everybody and make this the most crazy, intense situation of my life.
Yeah, I'm going to throw 101 miles an hour, but it's not going to be anywhere near the fucking plate.
That motherfucker couldn't throw a strike, dude. Yeah. I'm like, oh, my God.
I was like, okay, man, what the fuck's going on? You forget how to do this?
Oh, yeah. The other day, real quick, just to wrap this up, and we have a couple more MLB things, but the other day, Bruce Bochy gave an interview from his home in Nashville, which he lives in Nashville. I thought that was kind of weird.
Solid.
I mean, a lot of people live there, but I'm just saying, like, Bruce Bochy, like, well, you live in Texas. I don't know what he does during the season.
Right.
But anyways.
Probably at the fucking Hotel Drover, bro, over there in Stockyards.
There's no way he's blowing money out the ass for...
Dude, Ray Davis probably say, you stay where you want, I'll pay for it, bro.
That guy has a house here, bro. Those guys buy houses, dude. But anyways, he gave the interview, and this was like last week. So it was in Nashville at his home, and he said that it makes him super emotional winning the World Series. Because he's like, because this is his fourth one, because he's a legend manager.
Yeah, of course.
And he was like, it makes me emotional because winning the World Series with Texas, the first time for the franchise, seeing all the fans at the parade and how emotional they were.
Yeah.
And just CY and everybody just bringing it the first time or whatever. He was like, it made me super emotional. I was like, God damn it, I love Bruce Bochy. I can't love this guy anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, stay with us for 10 years, please.
Yeah, please get that hip replaced and don't die.
Yeah, the hip or the knee, bro, get it fixed, bro, because we need you to walk out to the mound for a long, long time. And like I said, just stay through Corey Seager's contract, bro.
Yeah, I'll take that.
8 more years.
Yeah.
And that could bring us like 3 or 4 titles because that guy wins no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyways, just mentioning that, we have the best manager in the league, guys.
Yeah, we do.
Bruce Bochy. So, more to come as far as free agency. Like mentioned, I mean, news drops daily. But actually, this offseason's kind of been boring. So, as far as our Rangers go, too, as well, just real quick, our TV broadcast here locally is Dave Raymond and CJ Nitkowski. That's the main team. It's been the main team for a while. Well, CJ Nitkowski came out and announced that he will be leaving the Texas Rangers television broadcast booth after 7 seasons.
Thank God.
I know you were not a fan of CJ Nitkowski, and I really didn't like him that much either.
I did not like him at all.
I didn't think he was that memorable.
There was nothing special about him.
Yeah. Very, very bland.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, meh. Like, he pitched for the Rangers, so I think like he had the ties or whatever, but he's moving to be the TV analyst for the Atlanta Braves now.
Okay, good for him.
Because he lives in Atlanta, actually.
Well, there you go.
He's like, the time away from my family during the season is just killing me. I was like, wait, why didn't you just move your family to Texas, bro, when you got this job?
Because you said for 7 years, right?
7 years.
That makes me hate him even more now. I've always hated him. Dude, he's so fucking bad. He was never good at the job, dude.
Well, like I said, to me, he was never memorable.
Yeah, he was so boring.
Yeah. And Dave Raymond's pretty good. I like Dave Raymond.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I mean, after you've had Josh Lewin, bro.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
we were spoiled.
Like, good luck.
We were spoiled.
Yeah.
But Dave Raymond's not bad.
He's not bad, dude.
We had bad, bro. His name's John Radigan.
Oh, God. Thank God they did not let him finish that season, dude.
John Radigan got so much hate. The Rangers got so much hate email and hate mail that they had to fucking fire John Radigan before the season was even over.
Yeah.
He didn't make it a season.
I think he barely made it past the All-Star break, I think.
Well, that's what you get. So I'm just saying Dave Raymond's better than that.
Yeah, he is. That's true. I will give him that.
But we're obviously going to get a new TV, like a color analyst, because Dave Raymond's staying as a play-by-play guy. So we're going to get a new color analyst now. Couple names thrown out there that I've seen is David Murphy, who filled in a couple times for CJ Nitkowski this year.
And there was another guy that filled in a lot. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah, there was. I can't remember his name either.
Yeah,
I didn't really like him.
They had a few people, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
really like
Nitkowski
him.
was kind of the main play guy, but they did have some guys fill in a lot during the year.
I didn't like that other guy, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't.
I can't remember his name. I just didn't like him. But I was going to say I would take David Murphy. I thought he was really good.
Okay, yeah.
And that would be my choice if I had
another guy.
He wants to do it too. By
close
the way,
to the team. He was on the team.
Yeah, part of 2 of the years of the two greatest seasons we've ever had.
Yeah,
I would take him, and he wants to do it.
Yeah,
he wants to do broadcasting. So
that's good.
Give him a shot.
Yeah,
you know, if you're not going to be able to pry Tom Grieve out of retirement, then David Murphy's the guy because, unfortunately, By the way, Tom Grieve's video that he released after we won made me fucking cry like a baby.
Oh, God, that was I was like, what the fuck are you doing to me?
I had to send it to you. That made me cry. And it made every Rangers fan cry.
Oh, well, I mean, Grieve's been a part of this team since it came to Texas. And
Love the guy.
Yeah,
Mr.
just hearing
Ranger.
his voice, bro, and because we've listened to his voice forever.
Yeah.
During the first time we went to the World Series.
Mr. Ranger, bro.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Player, he's a GM.
Yep.
Terrible GM, by the way.
Yeah.
But
no, actually, I don't know. You can't be labeled as a terrible GM when you sign Nolan Ryan.
Well, I mean, he didn't do much.
That's his highlight for sure.
He traded Sammy Sosa away, so
yeah,
that was one. Everybody's got their bad shit.
Best movie ever made, Nolan Ryan.
Yes,
and making Bobby Valentine the manager.
Very true.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, we're getting a new TV broadcast down here in DFW. I know we got some listeners that don't live here, but we watched. Dude, there's 162 baseball games last year. I think I watched like 100. I bet I watched 140 something games last year. I was all in on the Rangers last year.
Oh yeah.
Thank God, because they won it all. And also, speaking of Major League Baseball, we did get some confirmed rule changes from the MLB competition committee for next season. We did mention there were some rumors of this shit a few episodes ago, but it's official now. Competition committee Rule changes for 2024 in Major League Baseball. The pitch clock will be reduced from 20 seconds to 18 seconds. So how much of a difference is 2 seconds going to make? The games were already like averaging 30 minutes less.
That's like when the new batter comes up, because in between each pitch is 15 seconds. Is that going to stay the same?
Good question.
Like as soon as the catcher throws a ball, the 15-second clock starts.
I think this is the new batter.
Yeah.
The new batter.
Because I remember, because the batter's got to walk up and everything, so you need a longer kind of clock. But
in between pitches was 15 seconds, and then if there's runners on, it's 20.
Right.
And I think
so
that's
now
staying
it's
the
going
same.
to 18, or
if that's what it is, if that's what it is, then that's ridiculous. By the way,
yeah,
dude, the games were 30 minutes less average.
I don't think they should change anything with the clock.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was great.
And we were questioning, like, I don't know if we're going to like this.
Yeah.
But the pitch clock, whenever we started watching games, was like, okay, I do kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's longer than 15 seconds is longer than you think.
Mm-hmm.
They'll throw the ball back to the pitcher. The clock starts.
Yeah.
And they do have time to just be like, okay, whatever. But some of them like to work fast. Uh-huh. Some of them take it down to literally 1 or 2 seconds. Because it stops whenever the pitcher starts making a movement.
Right.
So, but again, 20 to 18 seconds. I'll confirm which pitch clock, because it's like you said, it's different.
Yeah.
In between batters or if there's runners on and all that. Mound visits. Mound visits will be reduced from 5 per game to 4. So 1 less mound visit per game.
That's for like pitching coach, right? Like
any coach, catcher or pitching coach that comes out to the mound, that counts as a mound visit.
So if you go out and change pitchers 4 times, you can't change your pitcher after that?
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
Pitching change doesn't count. It's a mound visit, like
just
the
to talk
pitching
to
coach
the
or
guy.
the catcher goes out there.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. And that actually is in every stadium, I think, on the scoreboard. MVR, if you're ever curious, you're like at a baseball game, because I've had people ask me that. Like my daughter, for example, I took her to a couple games this year. She was always like, what's MVR up there? And I was like, that's mound visits remaining.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I know stuff. So anyways, but I also never thought this was a big deal.
I don't think it's
5 times is a lot.
I never thought about it.
I never did either. I'm like, God, they're going to the mound too much.
Yeah.
There's five of those, and I never thought that I was annoyed by that ever.
Yeah, me neither. So, okay.
This is all part of the competition committee at Major League Baseball trying to speed games up, and like they cut 30 minutes off, dude. We're good.
Yeah, I thought last year, because it was a massive improvement as far as game speed.
I did too.
Changing things again is weird. Like to cut things like this. But whatever.
Oddly enough, the first 2 things are on pitchers, so the pitchers are not happy, especially Max Scherzer.
I guess Major League Baseball hates pitchers, bro.
Yeah, they're like, let's do more Tommy Johns.
Yeah.
Runner's lane. The runner's lane will be widened to include the dirt between the foul line and the infield grass. So now the running lane
you
will
can
be
use that whole lane.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, that's fine. If less injuries because of that, that's good. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Pitcher warming up. Pitchers. Sorry, guys. A pitcher who is sent out to warm up for an inning must face at least 1 batter. Now, that confused me, and I talked to you about this, and you kind of like mentioned that this is probably why. So a pitcher will go, they'll put a pitcher in to warm up, and then the other opposing manager makes like a pinch hit because of who's coming in.
Yeah, to put up a lefty against a righty.
And then the other team will be like, the guy's warming up, and they'll be like, oh shit, he's pinch hitting, so get another guy in there.
Yeah.
So now they have to face a batter.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Which also confused the hell out of me, because I'm like, when they come in a game, there's a rule that they have to face 3 batters
At least
now.
3, yeah.
And this says at least 1 hitter, so I'm like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So I need a little more clarification on that.
Yeah, it does sound weird. Because any pitcher that comes in has to face a minimum.
Any pitcher that comes in from the bullpen and throws a pitch, you have to face 3 batters now.
Yeah.
So this confused me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing away with that. I don't know. I will get more clarification on that. But those are the rule changes that are official coming next year for Major League Baseball.
And still no info on like a robo ump or nothing, huh? Yet. I know, because they've been doing it in the lower leagues.
Yeah, I don't think anything as far as Major League Baseball, no. And they may want to do like another year in the minors.
Probably.
to get more data
Yeah.
before they even think about it. But we need it because in the playoffs, all those damn pitches mean so much.
Yeah. There was some bad calls, dude.
100%.
Especially when you got Angel Hernandez behind the plate.
Oh, God.
They need to just bring in a robo-ump for him. If anything. They'll be like, tonight, Angel Hernandez
tonight
behind the
you
plate.
got challenges, guys.
We have a robo-ump as well.
Yeah. They come into the clubhouse. They're like, tonight you got challenges, guys, because this guy's calling. I'll be like, thank God.
God, I've seen so many bad calls from that guy, dude.
Dude, you can YouTube his bad strikes and balls calls. They're so bad, dude. It's like, what are you doing? The other thing on that whole thing is, like, why is Rob Manfred continuing to let that guy call balls and strikes behind the plate or at all anywhere on the? Why is he an ump still?
Yeah.
Like, get rid of him, dude. He's cost games. And he's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah.
Thank God we got rid of one of them. The Joe West, he retired finally.
Oh, yeah. They didn't get rid of him. Yeah. You said he just retired. We were like, thank
We
God.
finally got rid of that guy. Having those guys on the same fucking crew, Jesus Christ, this is going to be the worst baseball game you've ever seen.
Oh, my God. That'd be interesting to look up. How many games did Joe West and Angel Hernandez work together? Because they had to be the worst called games in the history of MLB.
They're like fucking 87 missed calls, and you're like, Jesus, fuck this game.
Yeah, I'd be like, we're fucked. We better hope that it goes with us. All right. So, week 16 of NFL is this weekend. We're recording on Saturday, so there are 2 games going on today. Currently on our TV above us, Pittsburgh's kicking the shit out of the Bengals. That's pretty crazy, actually. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But, so we can't talk a ton about the NFL. We usually record after our teams play, but, like, this is Christmas weekend, so tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so we weren't going to record on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We're going to do family stuff. Actually, I'm going to be hungover all day, but that's fine.
Me too. But I still got to do family stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. And we can't say too much. Like we talked about it a little bit last week about how our teams are playing. My team's going to Miami after we just got slaughtered by the Bills on the road. I posted the TikTok reel, whatever you want to call it, my thoughts from Thursday about that. And again, the audio comes out on Tuesday, so the game's already happened. So I'm either happy or really upset, but I have no confidence going into Miami on the road. I just don't. Miami's offense scares the shit out of me after our defense just got slaughtered by the running game. Miami's running game is insane.
Yeah.
They have 2 good running backs. Achan's apparently going to play. Tyreek Hill probably going to play.
I need him to play for sure.
Yeah,
I have I have huge fantasy implications on that game. My quarterback,
fantasy playoffs,
and receiver is on the Dolphins, so I need them to kind of go off.
Yeah, and speaking of Tyreek Hill, real quick, he had a 3rd child this year by another woman, and 2 of the other women that he's had kids with have filed paternity suits against him. Also, Tyreek Hill just got married. None of these kids are with his wife. So,
bro,
yeah,
work on that pull-out game, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, he's not
not being safe.
I don't know, dude. I really haven't read too much, and it was like one of those highlight things, and I'm like, good Lord, man.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of kids already, and he's not even that old. So Tyreek Hill needs to, like you said, bro, maybe just pull out every once in a while, bro.
Yeah. If they say they're on birth control, don't trust it, dude.
Yeah, they're
still pull it out and throw it on that face or whatever.
They're lying to you, brother.
Yeah. You're an NFL receiver that's very famous.
And trust me, we know how hard it is
Of course she's going to say she's on the pill, dude.
Yeah. And we know how hard it is to pull out, bro.
Yeah.
Because we're always like, I just love it.
Bro, I mean, mad respect for throwing loads in chicks because we like that. But, I mean, when you're worth a lot of money, that's going to cost you a lot. You're going to pay child support for a very long time on a bunch of kids.
So he's got 2 suits against him as well, paternity suits.
Yeah.
So he's dealing with some stuff. Hopefully that doesn't affect his gameplay for you on Sunday.
No, I don't need him thinking about that.
Yeah, he might think about
you
that.
You bitches need to back off my boy. All right? He's got to catch
let him finish the season first.
He's got to catch at least 10 passes for a couple 100 yards and a couple touchdowns for me. God damn it.
Let him finish the season and then worry about that.
Yeah. File those suits week 17 or 18.
Yeah.
I keep thinking the fucking 17. I haven't got used to this 18-week fucking.
Oh, I know, right?
But anyway.
So, but yeah, I don't have any confidence, but we'll see what happens. Cowboys do usually bounce back sometimes, but then again, they lay duds. So I don't know. I don't even know what to expect because both these teams play shitty against winning teams, and they're both winning.
This could be a shit game. Could be a shootout. We don't know.
Yeah.
If it's bad weather, poor Cowboys.
You literally can say about both teams, Miami and Dallas, sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Literally, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know, bro. So. Yeah. It's a toss-up. I don't have any confidence because we're going on the road. That's the thing. The Cowboys are shit on the road.
You guys suck on the road. Yeah,
they're terrible. Sure. They're 3-4 on the road this year.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. It's a problem.
Yep.
It's a fucking problem. So we'll see. Commanders going to the Jets, bro. Tomorrow at noon. What do you think, dude? I mean, you're just ready for the season to be over.
I've checked out. As far as my team goes,
yeah.
I mean, I'm ready.
Well, you're just ready for Rivera.
I'm ready for Rivera to get fired. Yeah. I'm ready for a rebuild. Whatever we got to do. Obviously, we got to rebuild our defense. It's the 32nd ranked defense.
Yeah.
After the last 2 years, they've been in the top 10.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely need change there. It starts at the top. You got to cut that head off the snake as far as Rivera goes, and bring in somebody. Let him put in his whole offense and hire his own guys, and then it'll start over. Josh Harris is, I think he's ready for that too. So this is his first year as a head coach, and he didn't get to make those changes at the beginning of the year just because it was so close to the season. So I'm sure he's waiting for this end of the year so he can put his fingerprints on the team. So
yeah,
and I'm ready for that, man. Like I said, I'm tired of Ron Rivera, bro. I've said that so much on this podcast. I've been done with that guy for a very long time, since last year when he didn't think he could get eliminated from the playoffs in Week 17. By the way.
Yes, I
guy apparently didn't know what his record was and had no idea what could happen if he lost the game that day. So
yeah, and I'm thinking that every Washington fan's thinking that way that you are. They're done with this year. They're waiting on the year to be over.
Yeah,
and the changes to start happening.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a top 10 pick, probably a top 5 pick maybe if we keep losing. But,
what would you do if Josh Harris is like, I really trust Ron. We're going to run it back.
God, I'm going to be fucking pissed. I'm coming.
That's not going to excite you at all,
huh?
You would be like so not excited for next season.
No, I'd be like, we're going to lose 3 games.
Yeah,
we're going to win 3 games.
Yeah.
Because Rivera's our fucking. There's no way, dude. That's not happening, bro.
I'm just saying, if it did,
I'm just gonna shit myself, and I'm gonna.
There's no way, bro. He's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He is.
He's got to already have one foot out the door, basically.
He knows it, dude.
I would think so.
I mean, look.
Maybe not, though. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Riverboat Ron is no longer Riverboat anymore. The guy does nothing gambling-wise at all anymore, dude.
No, I think when they blasted that tumor in his head, they killed some brain cells.
Yeah, they had to have, bro, especially because he's like, I don't even know if Sam Howell's a good quarterback. It's crazy.
Yeah, my wife told me, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I had. And I was like,
what are you doing all day, bro? Are you not at the office?
Yeah, are you not watching practice,
Studying
guy?
film, especially since he's calling the defense now.
It's only the most important fucking position on your team.
Yeah.
He touches the ball every fucking play on offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking, I'm tired of that idiot, dude.
I know you are. But it's fun to talk about because
it is.
Well, I have to, like I said, dude, you're the only Washington fan that I personally know.
Yeah.
I did have a neighbor once that you met.
Yeah, George, bro.
George. Shout out George.
I like that guy, bro. I miss him sometimes.
I think he lives up in that area now.
Yeah.
He moved away.
He was from there, wasn't he? Originally, yeah.
But I got to think that everybody's just like, just get this fucking year over with.
Yeah, we're just waiting for week 18 to the clock to say 0.
Because you're not making the play. You're not winning 8 games.
No.
So,
I don't even know if we'll beat Zach Wilson and the Jets this week. So,
yeah.
And I would say tank, bro, just to get a high draft pick and get you at least an offensive lineman or a defensive end or something. Get a really high draft pick and see what you can do with it.
Okay.
But I don't care, dude. Whatever they do, I'm not. Even if they win, I'm not gonna be excited. You know what I mean? I'm at that point.
I don't know, dude. I feel like they're gonna keep Ron and run it back, bro.
No, I think Josh Harris has seen everything he needs to, especially the dumbass fucking press conferences that guy has. I didn't say nothing to my guys when we were getting ass raped by the Bears. at halftime.
Yeah, that was an interesting quote. I was like, what the fuck? Why would the head coach not say anything?
She's like, what'd you say to your guys? I didn't say nothing.
Say nothing at all.
Yeah, I was like,
I just went back, smoked a stogie, and ate some salami.
I was like, I'm actually shocked he wasn't one of the guys to get fired during the season.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going to be done before Staley, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, and I think we forgot to mention that last week that Brandon Staley finally got fired. I think we just assumed that everybody knew that.
Yeah.
Because it was not a hidden secret that Staley was literally on the hot seat. And then he got scored on 63 points by the Raiders.
Yeah, his nuts were very close to the blade the whole year, I think.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. It was long overdue for Brandon Staley to get fired. Plus, they fired the GM. So now people will say that the Chargers' job is going to be the most sought-after job because of how set up they are. They have so much talent, dude.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Herbert's one of the best quarterbacks out there.
Top 5.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't, So we'll see. But yeah, that's where we are with coaches. And there's going to be way more that fall.
Yeah.
After there's too many, there's already a lot of openings anyways, but there's going to be more, dude. There's going to be more because some of these teams are atrocious now, dude, and it's bad to watch.
Yeah.
And the decisions, I'm just like, what is going on, dude?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got all the heat from the fan bases and stuff like that. It's like, for example, in my opinion, if the Cowboys don't go to the NFC Championship, Mike McCarthy needs to be fired. There's no point. What do we do? What's our goal, guys? Is the goal to make the playoffs every year? Because if that's the goal, he's going to be the coach for a long time.
Right.
I thought the goal was to win championships. And you can't do that if you're getting in the divisional round and losing embarrassingly in the divisional round, which has happened in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't care if you won a wild card game much. I don't give a fuck about the wild card round or making the playoffs. Everybody's like, yeah, we're in the playoffs. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
That's success to a lot of people.
It's not success to me. Success is only championships, dude.
Yeah. At least we made it.
Yeah, I know. I hate that, dude. I fucking hate that attitude of a fan. Bro, is like, at least we made it. That's a casual fan to me.
Yeah.
That's a casual fan. That's not a passionate, long life fan like I am. And I know people give me shit so much because I'm hard on the Cowboys and negative. But dude, I see it completely opposite of that. I'm hard on them and super critical of them because I want them to do better.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's what a fan should be like.
Yeah.
Like if
dude, teams deserve criticism just as much as praise, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And we were that way with the Rangers. We're like, this got to stop. And especially when they made it to the World Series that one year, I got a lot of those posts, dude. People were like, at least we made it. And I'm like, that's the worst kind of fan to have, dude.
Yeah.
That's all you care about is going and getting fucking blown out. Like that first one, we got blown out by the fucking Giants.
Or going and losing the worst way ever.
Yeah. People were like, hey, we went to back-to-back. That's good. And I'm like, it's not good until you win the last game of the season, dude.
No, before they won the championship this year, we had several episodes where we were like, take those AL championship banners down. They don't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And we said that before the playoff run. We were like, if they don't win at all, it means nothing to me, dude. Mm-hmm. Now, luckily, they did. But I'm just saying, with the Cowboys, it's the same way. We haven't done anything in 30 years, dude.
Yeah.
So why would I be like, this team's so good? Like, no, this team is embarrassing. This franchise is embarrassing for the last 30 years, dude. There's nothing to be excited about. They ruined Tony Romo's career.
Yeah. We didn't have the podcast at the time, but I did say this whenever the Redskins won the division in 2020 in that COVID year. Or it was like 7-9. They went 7-9.
Yeah.
And I was not even fucking pumped about that. I didn't, because I knew what was going to happen. I was like, they're going to get in the playoffs. They're going to run into a team that's going to murder them, and that's the end of the season. And that's not what I'm looking for. My expectations would be higher, but when you go 7-9 and you win your division, that's a bad year for everybody in the whole fucking thing.
Embarrassing.
And I was like, you're not winning the Super Bowl at 7-9, bro. Nobody is.
No.
So I was like, okay, good. Yeah, whatever.
Yay.
I was not happy about it. I wasn't like all pumped about it. I mean, I was talking shit to Cowboys fans because I was like, hey.
Yeah, well, we didn't have Dak that year.
Yeah.
Which is to be expected. We were going to lose. But anyways, that's just how we are. Both of us. I can say that for Leaf, too. He's the same way. Yeah. We want our teams to win. We're going to be critical of them when they do stupid shit and they lose.
Well, when you're at a stagnant, which what the Cowboys are, because they have not improved every year. They're either stayed the same or they're worse. How are you fucking happy about that?
And the worst part about that is we've had 2 quarterbacks for a long time.
Yeah. And you've had coaches for long periods of time.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on that.
Right. But I'm just saying, maybe you shouldn't have. But, like, I'm just saying, you've had consistency in your fucking personnel.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to just go to one point and just not even go further year after year, that would be more frustrating than what I see my team do. They lose every fucking year. They don't make the playoffs at all.
I'd rather it be that way.
Yeah.
I'd rather just lose all the time.
That's what I'm saying. My bar's always here.
Yeah.
The media and like your Homer fans, they got the bar.
The
up
bar's
here.
always up here. And
they,
you know where that comes from? That comes from the Jerry Jones at the top.
Yeah, as soon as that guy's out, well, I mean, you still got his family to go through.
Yeah, but we need Jerry to just die, dude.
Yeah.
Let's just see a little different what happens after that. It may be better. It may be worse. I don't know. But like, we've seen what we've got with Jerry, dude, for 30 years now.
Yeah.
Later is what I would say to that guy. So, anyways, it kind of went off on a rant there with the NFL. But like I said, we can't really talk about these games because our teams play tomorrow on Christmas Eve. God be with us all. I guess I'll post a fucking a TikTok or a reel or something after the Cowboys game and how it goes. We'll see. I'll be really tired. I'm gonna be in the mood, you know, especially because I don't know, dude. Just there's zero confidence. So, anyways, all right. 2 more things. We're getting out of here. The Christmas episode is almost over. Let's get the hell out of here. I just wanted to run down. I had a little because this is the Christmas special. I wanted to run down a list that I saw of the top 10 best Christmas movies of all time. Okay? Now, again, this is a list. We probably will not agree with this list.
Probably not.
Just because everybody has their favorites, right?
If you go, I think it's episode 11, because I went back and listened.
Oh, shit. Okay.
If you
that's early.
Because I wanted to see because we did a top 5 Christmas movie list. This was like our first year of doing the podcast, our first Christmas holiday of doing the podcast.
Episode 11 is fucking way early. We're on 116, guys.
And you'll hear both of our lists probably not a traditional list.
No. Our lists are not going to be traditional, which, I mean, some people out there agree with us, some people won't. Dude, it's your list.
Yeah.
But
that's
anyway.
All of our lists are like that. I mean, this is what we like and what we, so it's not.
This is a list from entertainment. So they're take that for what it's worth. I'm just going to do the top 10 real quick to end this episode. And then I do have one other funny thing that'll be funny to end on. But anyways, number 10, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the 1964 version.
Yeah.
Which comes on TV all the time. It's probably on right now somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So
I watched that all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
So it would, like top 10 probably. I agree with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Number 9, The Year Without a Santa Claus. That's a 1974. So there you go. Again, that's one of the questionables. It wouldn't be in my top 10.
I'd never seen it.
Yeah. Number 8, The Muppet Christmas Carol in 1992. That's very popular. I know that's very popular.
Yeah.
Especially with kids, obviously. And Jim Henson, all time, bro, before he passed away.
Yeah.
Michael Caine played Scrooge in that one. So, I've seen that as a kid and thought it was great. But top 10 for me now that I'm 37, no, probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
Number 7, Bad Santa, 2003. Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
That's
pretty fucking good, dude.
That's one of those kind of Christmas movies that I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little raunchy, little offbeat.
Exactly. So this list isn't too terrible.
Right.
Bad Santa, that might make my top 10, I'll be honest. That movie was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, it is. Billy Bob Thornton's amazing in it.
Yeah. Number 6 would definitely not be in my top 10 at all. Love Actually is 2003.
Dude, people talk about that movie. Like I'm gonna
mostly females, bro. Let's be honest.
Here's a fun fact, bro. I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either. Jack Black, by the way, is in this movie, but when they were interviewing him, he had no idea. He's like, I was in a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
And then they're like, Love Actually. Like, oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. God. I didn't know he was in that one.
So Jack Black didn't even know.
Probably like a small-ass role.
It wasn't a big role, yeah. Because that's fucking Hugh Grant was kind of the main guy.
Yeah. And what's his name? Andrew Lincoln's in that as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Is that right? Am I right about that?
I think so.
I've never seen it.
Again, the whole cast is in front of me, guys. I don't know. But I remember seeing that. Jack Black didn't remember he was in that movie.
That's funny.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, yeah. Number 5, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original 1966 cartoon. That's a classic.
That would slip into my top 10.
I think that would too.
That's an absolute classic, yeah.
Exactly.
The original one's really good still. It holds up.
And it's on TV every year.
Yeah.
Number 4, Elf. Obviously, classic. Will Ferrell. Great movie.
Yeah, me and my daughter watched that this year already when they were down for Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's still good.
It's still good. It's still amazing. Like, a great movie. Will Ferrell's hilarious in that, and then you have John Favreau's the one that directed it. Actually,
James Caan is good in that. I mean,
that's Will Ferrell's first movie. I think one of his first ones.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, which nobody wanted to cast him.
Yeah,
because they were like, this guy's from Saturday Night Live. He's a piece of shit. Obviously, proves everybody wrong.
Yeah.
Number 3. A Charlie Brown, dude, I've had like 3 beers. A Charlie Brown Christmas, the 1965 version, all-time classic.
Yep.
That's in my top 10, 100%.
Yeah, I've watched that one every year too.
It won't be like as high as this list, but it's in my top 10.
Yeah, it would be in mine.
That comes on every year as well, man.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, right? Number 2, A Christmas Story.
All time.
All time, bro.
It wasn't. I don't think it was in my top 5 when we did this, but it would probably slip in there somehow.
It had to have been in mine. If I went back and listened, and maybe we will after.
I think
this.
it was.
It had to be because obviously everybody knows on Christmas Eve this plays for 24 hours straight on a channel.
Yeah,
and it still holds up. Peter Billingsley as Ralphie, who now he still acts and still directs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
and the sequel was good too.
Oh yeah, that's
we
right.
watched that sequel.
I forgot about that. Last year the sequel came out and we thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were out there as a kid, like I was, especially, I related to this movie when I was growing up because I wanted a BB gun. Yeah. We all did as a kid, as a guy.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why I think it holds up.
Yeah.
And movie came out in 1983.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really, really cool. That wasn't. But the number 1 on this list, again, this is not our list. This is entertainment. Number 1, It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. This would not be in my top 10. I know this is a major classic.
Yeah.
But it would not be in my top 10. But this is the number 1, and I get it. I know this is a popular classic.
Yeah, I watched that one too growing up. But man, it probably wouldn't make now as of today. It probably wouldn't. If it did, it would just slip in at number 10 maybe.
Yeah.
But
there's some problems with this list as far as leaving a couple out. Like for me on this list, this was actually a list of 20. I just did the top 10 real quick though. Outside of the top 20 that would make mine, Home Alone is in there. The Nightmare Before Christmas, I think that might slip in maybe. That's a great one. Miracle on 34th Street. I thought that was kind of shocking that they left that out. Obviously, number 16 on this list, Die Hard. I think that was both of our number 1s.
Yeah, it was.
Because Die Hard is definitely a Christmas. Everybody's like, it's not a Christmas. Yes, it is. It happens on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Scrooged, the Bill Murray version of Scrooge was so good.
Yes.
That one. And then, of course, Christmas Vacation. I don't know how that might have been our number 1, actually.
Yeah, I think.
Because Die Hard was up there, but Christmas Vacation for me is way up there, of course. No doubt about it. Gremlins also.
Oh, Gremlins was in my top 5.
Yeah, I think it was,
that.
dude. And then, of course, Tim Allen, the Santa Claus, the original. So those didn't make the top 10 on this list, but my top 10 would be way different. And we did did we do top 5 or top 10?
We did top 5.
Top 5. So that was at episode 11, according to Leaf, which, good God, that's not even on YouTube. That was before we started streaming
now,
live.
don't quote me on that, but I think it was, if you look at I think it's 11, close to Christmas in 2021, I believe. So,
and that's before we were even on YouTube or streaming live at all.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
just recorded.
Just audio.
Yeah, it was early on in the old Eskimo Brother days.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that again one day. But there you go, man. There's the list of the top Christmas movies to end this episode and a little Christmas movie talk. There's a couple other ones that are out there that I could think off the top of my head, like Four Christmases.
I watched that the other day, actually.
I have a plan to watch that.
Yeah.
early tomorrow or late tomorrow.
I watched it last night, I think, actually.
Yeah, I fired up. I finally started watching Christmas movies. I like to wait. I'm like, let me like 3 days before.
Yeah.
I fired up Home Alone 2 and Home Alone. Watch both of those. Those are always on my list every year. Those are fucking good. I did fire up the Santa Claus, actually, and then I fired up Jingle All the Way.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
That was in your top 5, I remember, because when I was
Jingle All the Way I grew up with that.
Yeah.
It came out right when I was a kid. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad, great movie. Mm. It's Turbo time.
Turbo Man, bro.
Yeah, Turbo Man. The hottest selling toy of the Christmas season. Kind of like, and I thought about making a list like that of going over the top selling toys of all time or whatever. But yeah. White Christmas, just saw that in chat. That was number 14 on this list. So that is up there, but not in their top 10. I know there a few people like that one as well. Some classics out there, of course. No doubt about it. Oddly enough, this list had Trading Places on there, and I was like, that's not really a Christmas movie, I didn't think. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I know the movie. I'm just saying, like, I didn't think that was really a Christmas movie.
Maybe.
I don't know. It could take place in December, but it's been a while since I've seen it. I have
another
seen
one that I would probably put in mine is A Family Man. Have you seen? Remember Nicolas Cage?
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, there's a lot out there, of course. A lot of Christmas. The Night Before. That's another funny one.
Oh God, yeah. God, yeah. It's
Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's a great movie. Hilarious. So that's a funny comedy. There's a lot out there, but there we go.
Every time I hear that guy's name now, I think of the Chris D'Elia thing. I also like the movie Looper with Joseph. And he can't say his name right, bro.
So funny.
Anyway.
So, there you go, man. There we go. We end this episode on the list of Christmas movies. So just want to reiterate Christmas. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas out there to everybody in chat and on audio listens to us. And again, that drops on Tuesdays on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Pipes, pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast. Audio version is out there. So make sure you go out there and please listen. And also, if you listen on Spotify, rate us 5 stars on that, please. And then on Apple Podcasts, it's the same thing. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom, though. You can still hit 5 stars, and then there's a little link that says write a review. So if you listen on Apple, please make sure you write a review real quick. Rate us 5 stars. We would really appreciate that. That helps with just getting more people attracted to our podcast, as well as down the road with hopefully maybe some, eventually, who knows, whatever, sponsorships and who knows. And then on YouTube, please watch us out there. YouTube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast. We would really appreciate if you went out there, liked our videos, and hit subscribe. That's free to do on YouTube. So we're trying to grow, get more subscribers and everything like that. And then, of course, all the socials.
Yeah, I just posted a link where you can go to all our socials on YouTube here. But if you're out there listening on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, it's @Eskimo Brothers Podcast. And then on Twitter, it's @Eskimo Bros Pod. So we're all over social media. That's where we post when we're going to go live. We post videos, like clips of the show, any sort of thing that's coming up. Like we got an event coming up here in the DFW area where we're going to watch the Dallas Cowboys and Washington Commanders game, last game of the season. Like we did last year, we're going to do another kind of watching party in person together at a location. So we're going to post all that kind of stuff when we do shit like that. You get to see me miss horribly at field goals and when I make terrible bets. And we post all kinds of videos and stuff on our socials. So go follow us out there @Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Yeah.
And
that's about
absolutely.
it.
No, he's right. So make sure you go out there and follow us. We really do appreciate everybody stopping in. All the regulars in chat. We see you. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. And we will be back on Thursday night for the last Thursday night game of this NFL season. I'll be here. Leaf is not going to be here.
I'm going to be singing for money.
He's gigging and singing like he always does sometimes on Thursday. So I'll be here. TBA maybe to guest. I don't know.
We'll try to get
see.
somebody.
We'll see. I'll try, but if not, then I'll definitely be here. So we will be live And the last Thursday night game of the year, I've done every Thursday night game. Oh, I'm actually kind of excited to be timeout, a little break, because some of the games are just shit. So, yeah. But it's nice to hang out with everybody that comes by. We really do appreciate it. Thank you guys. Merry Christmas, man. Have a great Christmas. Have a safe holiday with your families. Be safe out there. We'll see you very, very fucking soon. And yeah, man, cheers.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.